and grace. Reflect on the past. Remind yourself of the times He has blessed you generously. Recall the times you knew it was Him who rescued you and provided for you. Remember that He has shown Himself to you in the past. Dwell on those thoughts as you wait for His presence to be obvious to you again. Sometimes all you have to hold on to is His promise to be with you always and to supply all your needs. Remember, your needs are different from your wants. Focus your heart on His promises. Trust Him to do all He says He will do. Stay strong in His love. Type, "I'm abundant" to claim. God message for you today. Many people live lives far short of God's best because they expect things to always be convenient or easy. But this false expect to tie on will always cheat us out of the rewards God has for us, simply because we want to avoid difficulty. Jesus never promised things would be easy, but He did promise us victory because He has overcome the world. If we don't get weary of doing what is right, we will reap great benefits. God is a loving Father, and He wants to bless you in so many ways. Sometimes you may go through difficulties first, but there are always blessings on the other side. Remember, you can always rely on His strength to see you through, because He has overcome the world. Type, "I embody love" to affirm. God says, "I see your life from beginning to end, and I want to bless you with every good thing." But sometimes the good things come after great trials and tribulations. Don't be deceived by what you see. I work more mightily in your life when I see you walking by faith. Stand firm and keep trusting me. There are great rewards ahead. You might need to sacrifice hopes and desires in the short term in order to reap long-term blessings. Pain and sorrow can yield way to great peace and joy when you believe in my promises. I may discipline you by orchestrating situations in your life that will be overwhelming and challenging, taking your faith into hard places. This is not to discourage you or fill you with fear, but to challenge your faith and perfect it. I want you to rely on my provision and learn to trust me more fully. When you're unsure about the future and unable to find the courage to take a step of faith, come to me and I will help you. I will provide peace and fill you with strength so that you might walk forward into the future I have prepared for you. God message today's God is. He is for you. Today, at this hour, at this minute. As you read this sentence, no need to wait in line or come back tomorrow. He is with you. He could not be closer than He is at this second. His loyalty won't increase if you are better, nor lessen if you are worse. He is for you. God is for you. Turn to the sidelines. That's God cheering your run. Look past the finish line. That's God applauding your steps. Listen for Him in the bleachers, shouting your name. Too tired to continue. He'll carry you. Too discouraged to fight. He's picking you up. God is for you. God is for you. Had He a calendar, your birthday would be will search for me. Let my grace shine in and through you. That's all I ask of you. Type, I embrace my